All right, we left off on chapter 28. There's these really cool, you guys haven't gotten to see them, but at the top of every chapter, there's like a really cool picture. This is the one on chapter 28. I'll try to remember to show you all of them moving forwards. The wind screamed as Ma and Ba ate their dinner. The shutters of their house waved and slammed, shaking the whole house, and the light from their lantern wavered. They looked at each other and wordlessly went to the window. "There is fear in the wind," the fish said. "Great worry." "Is it a storm?" Ma asked. Ba looked at the fish. The fish stared at him with big blue eyes. "I'm not sure," Ba said. The tree branches bent in the wind violently, as if being shaken by the sky. The wind shrieked again, and the cold air gusted into the house. The water in the fishbowl rippled, and the fish swayed in the bowl. Both Ma and Ba shivered. "Do you think that Minley is outside in this?" Ma faltered. "Oh, I hope not," Ba said. The wind continued to slap the house and the trees, and the whole earth seemed to shudder at the screeching wind. Only the moon above was still. Ba looked at Ma, and he saw her soundless lips move as she gazed at the moon. He knew what she was doing, and he did the same. "Please," he implored the moon silently, "please watch over Minley. Please keep her safe." And the moon continued to shine. Chapter 29. Here's the picture for this chapter. Makes me think of the magistrate tiger. Minley's scream seemed to freeze in the air. The tiger leapt at her, his scowling mouth glittering with pointed teeth, his blade-like claws rushing towards her. Minley knew there was no escape. But a flash of red violently knocked the attacking claw away. Minley gasped as the dragon roared, the tiger's claws ripping into his arm. With the brutal force of his other arm, the dragon threw the tiger back, forcing the tiger to fly through the air. "Go away!" Dragon thundered, in a voice that made Minley quake. She would never have imagined that Dragon could speak that way. The tiger glared like a spoiled child. Minley could now see it was not an ordinary tiger. It was bigger than a horse or a buffalo, and it was dark, dusty green, like the color of sand dirtied from ocean foam. Even in the dim light of the moon, Minley could see its eyes glower with malevolence. Malevolence is like somebody who wants to do something bad. "Go!" Dragon commanded again. Minley realized she had forgotten how big Dragon was. The tiger was large, but Dragon was bigger, though the viciousness of the tiger's expression made them seem evenly matched. If tiger has a vicious expression, what do you think tiger might look like? Yeah, totally. I see it, William. Vicious. Spooky, Lily, spooky. But the tiger gave another malicious snarl and turned away. Dragon stood his full height until even the tiger's moonlit shadow disappeared from his view. "Are you all right?" Dragon asked finally. That tiger," Minley said in a daze. That tiger was going to kill me." "Yeah, I know," Dragon said. "That tiger was truly evil. When you screamed, I could feel it." And strangely, without knowing why, Minli burst into tears. The tiger's roars still echoed in her ears, and she could see in her mind his cruel claws and eyes. Now that he was gone, her terror flooded out of her. "Aw, it's okay," the dragon said, gently putting his arm on her shoulders. It was then Minli saw the 4 long gashes bleeding on the dragon's arm. The tiger's claws had been sharp, and the slashes were deep. Minli shook herself and brushed her tears away. "You're hurt," Minli said, looking at the cuts, which were already starting to swell. "Oh, it's all right," Dragon said. "Don't worry. Dragons heal quickly." So they walked back into the cave, and Minli poured water on the wounds to clean them. She wrapped her blanket around Dragon's arm, but it continued to slowly bleed. As he lay down, Minli noticed Dragon's eyes fade and blur. "I'm starting to feel strange," Dragon said huskily. "Perhaps I will sleep." "Okay," Minli said. "You sleep. Maybe when you wake up, you'll feel better." But Minli felt like she'd swallowed a frozen rock. Something was wrong with Dragon. She knew it. Throughout the night, his breathing grew hoarser, and his skin was damp. Every time she unwrapped the blanket, she grimaced. The ugly wounds had turned black, and an evil-looking liquid was starting to seep. Minli shivered, but it was not from the cold. "He's getting weaker," Minli thought. "Something is wrong. I have to do something. Dragon needs help, but I don't want to leave him. What am I going to do?" By the time the first light of the sun crept into the cave, Dragon's breathing was rough. When Minli shook him, he did not wake up. Minli felt a surge of panic. "I don't know what to do," she thought desperately. Her quick-thinking mind darted like a flustered butterfly. "I know," she thought. "I'll go to that village. Maybe someone there will know what to do." So Minli stood up and whispered into Dragon's ear. "I'm going to get help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Just hold on until then, okay?" But Dragon didn't respond, and Minli felt tears start to form in her eyes. Quickly, without even gathering her things, she turned and left. It was mid-morning outside, and Minli squinted in the sun. The wind still blew bitterly, but she didn't even notice. Instead, Minli began to run toward the patch of yellow in the distance. And that is where we stop for today.